Xin kính chào quý vị và các bạn đang đến với chương trình văn hóa về những người bạn của Đài Truyền hình Thành phố Hồ Chí Minh. Kính thưa quý vị, ở những chương trình trước thì chúng ta cũng đã cùng nhau tìm hiểu và khám phá về những nét văn hóa phong phú, đa dạng và độc đáo của nhiều lãnh thổ đất nước khác nhau. Qua lời kể từ các khách mời đến từ nhiều quốc gia trên thế giới, chúng ta cũng đã có thêm những cận cảnh chân thực và sống động về nhiều vùng đất khác, đến từ những trải nghiệm hoặc những kỷ niệm rất riêng tư của từng vị khách mời. Và trong chương trình đặc biệt ngày hôm nay, nhân dịp kỷ niệm ngày lễ Quốc khánh 2 tháng 9 của nhân dân Việt Nam, chúng ta sẽ cùng chia sẻ một góc nhìn mới về chính đất nước và con người Việt Nam qua cuộc trò chuyện với một người bạn đến từ đất nước Philippines. Xin giới thiệu cô Mona Lisa Monico. Hello, Mona.
Hello, Phúc.
Yeah, how are you today?
I'm great. I feel great. Thank you for having me here.
Oh yeah, thank you for being here with us.
Yeah, thanks for the invite.
You've been here for like 10 years, am I right?
No, about almost 7 years.
Almost 7 years, not... Oh yeah, that's
Almost 7 years, yes.
pretty long, you know?
It's pretty long, yes, but somehow it actually feels like almost 3 years for me. You know, the seasons don't change, and you know, it's just like it keeps going round and round, but it's fun, you know.
So, besides Vietnam, what other countries have you been to before?
Well, I have never been actually out of Asia.
Really?
I have just been going around Asia, and because I love the beach. Well, I have lived in Korea for 2 years, and after that, I decided that, you know, I think I need to have some changes, and so I decided to move out. And at that time, my friends in Korea are moving to Vietnam for business. So they said that, Mona, maybe you could try to visit Vietnam. And you know, when I actually decided to really say that, okay, I'm gonna go to Vietnam, and then I started telling my friends that, it was like, oh, we're going to Vietnam, and then, you know, they said, are you seriously going to Vietnam? Isn't it still at war? You know, isn't it still at war? Or you have to be very careful when you get there because you might step on landmines, you know, things like that. Because, you know, maybe if you step out on a fast food or in a restaurant or somewhere, you might step on a landmine and you just suddenly erupt or you know, disappear. Things like that. Those were the reactions that we actually got when we decided to come to Vietnam. But when I came to Vietnam, like, I thought that I'm just gonna be here for a visit, like 1 month. And then our Korean friends, they said that, you know, maybe you can teach in some Korean institute. And so then we decided on teaching, and then 1 month turns into... Suddenly, when I checked, it was already 7 months, and the last time I checked, I'm almost 7 years here. So it's pretty fast, and it's pretty fun, actually, because every day seems special and something is going on. You know,
time flies.
Time flies so fast.
How do you like it here compared to when you lived in Korea there, right?
Well, yeah, if you love winter, you're gonna say it's great, but if you don't love winter, then you might not say that it's the best thing. But I'm okay with everything, actually. I like sunny places. I like temperate countries. I like tropical places.
Oh yeah.
It depends on the person. How are you gonna cope with changes? You know, it's just if you are probably in some tropical countries and you go to the beaches, and then that's fine.
Yeah.
If you are in winter and then you're gonna go on some ski resorts and do things like for winter, then that's for me, actually, you know, it's I don't have problems. Like when I travel, I don't say that, oh, this is not like Korea, this is not like, you know, Philippines, or like the beaches here are not like, you know, or you know, compare places to places. It's not nice because everyone is different. Every places are different.
Yeah.
So you just have to accept what is it. And so when my friends are actually asking me like, how is Vietnam? I would always ask them, it depends on what you are looking for.
Yeah.
You know, because if you're gonna be looking for tall buildings and you know,
this is not the place.
This is not the place that you're probably looking for. Maybe you should go to another countries, you know, because if you're gonna ask me what is in Vietnam, I might say that you would see a lot of motorbikes on the street. And you know, there are actually a lot of natural things, and actually natural things are everywhere. Snatchers are everywhere, and if you're going to talk about these things, Philippines is even worse, you know, like snatchers and hold-uppers and things like that. But, you know, dangers are everywhere. But if we're going to talk about what is Vietnam, Vietnam has their own culture. You have your own beauty, you know, you have your own, each countries have their own beauty. So.
Thank you. So in general, do you like it or not?
I do love it.
Yes, you do.
Every foreigner, I'm not going to say probably every, but most of them, okay? When you ask them, if you like Vietnam, they would always say, we love Vietnam, what can we do?
You know, like 40 years ago, we claimed our independence. Yeah. And the celebration day is getting very, very close. And everybody is so excited
it's September,
about it.
Is it?
Yeah. And because we're kind of very proud of a day.
I'm proud of it myself for you, actually.
And second, we're going to have some day off.
That's what I know how you celebrate it. Yeah.
And you have been here for almost over 7 years.
Almost 7 years.
Almost 7 years. You know what a day is. And what did you spend that day last year?
How do I spend it?
How do you spend it? Yeah.
I know that's a day off, right? I know that's a day off. But when we go around town, we don't really see like concerts or things around that. Like everybody do things together for that Independence Day.
Yes.
But I know that there is fireworks in the evening, and I know that there is much traffic in the evening. So because you have these fireworks and celebration, but you know what I do? I greet my friends to tell them that I'm actually really glad that you are. That you have had this independence, because if it hadn't been so, we are not here, and we wouldn't have known you, and I wouldn't have probably met you. So things like that. Yes.
Like this.
And so I always tell my friends that I'm actually I'm happy for your independence. Everybody is happy for their independence. Yeah, right? So
everybody is happy for their independence.
Of course.
A day that we are all very proud of. Because 40 years ago, our Uncle Ho, you have ever heard of him, right?
Of course, very famous one.
Yeah, he did claim to the world that Vietnam was an independent country.
Okay.
And the celebration day every year is not only about that, but also to commemorate the people who sacrificed for the whole country. I do feel very proud of my country because of that. When a lot of people know about Vietnam through the war.
Actually, here first, I'm proud that I actually came to Vietnam and have proven to my friends that there are no landmines in Vietnam anymore. And you should come to Vietnam. Because Vietnam is a peaceful country already, and it's actually really beautiful.
How do you feel about that day, the day Independence Day in your country?
In our country, we give credit to the heroes who has actually died for our country. That's why we have street parades, we have these street dances, and we have a lot of celebrations that every people create. Like they want to have some concert or whatever, like on the street, and all of the people gather there because it's a big celebration for us. And in Vietnam, I think you celebrate it by actually having yourselves go to places where you want to go. It's a public holiday here in Vietnam, and you rest, you go to beaches, and you go to many different places, and at the end of the day you have fireworks. That's how you celebrate.
You're gonna see fireworks and Vietnam's flags are all over the city.
Yes, and it's actually a very big traffic.
It is one of the biggest holidays.
Yes, and you have the right actually to celebrate it. All of your heroes, you've got a lot of heroes, and you've got a lot of soldiers who died and who's actually gone into those tunnels. It's actually it's actually very dramatic if you actually think about it. Like when my friends actually come here, they say, Mona, can you tell me something? I said, can you tell me something about the history of Vietnam? I am actually embarrassed myself because I don't know so much. But when I went to that tunnels, I have heard that you've made it actually bigger for the foreigners to actually go in. But if you actually think about it during the war, how when it rains, how they pull of these wounded guys into that tunnel, and it's very hard. I was in there myself, and it was just so hard to breathe, and I want to go out in 3 minutes.
It's incredible.
And it was incredible, and those tunnels were probably even smaller before.
I've been there myself.
Yes, but we have never been there. We have never been there during that time of war because we were born free, right? I've been born free myself. Like we were like many years ago free, like hundreds of years ago, and you too were born free. So it's not, we cannot actually really have the same emotion, but we can actually maybe feel,
yes,
you know, feel for these guys who actually have died for you and for me. You know,
we should be grateful for it.
Well, of course, we have to. And I always tell my friends when it's Independence Day that I am grateful that your country is free, because had it been so, we would never have met each other, and we would never have had to come to see Vietnam and enjoy.
Mona, I agree with you that we're born free.
We are born free.
Actually, we cannot feel the pain of a war like the way our parents did, or our great-grandparents did. But like through movies and pictures of wars, and now you can see that in the Middle East, the war is really harsh. And yeah, war is hell. It is hell. So I feel very happy and very proud to be here, to be born in a free country. I really feel happy for it.
And we don't hear bombings on the other side of places. Yeah, that's an amazing thing.
At least we are not doing a show in a bunker.
It's true. It's true. with all the tanks behind us.
Yes. So in general, if your friends ask you about Vietnam, what would you say?
I would say that there are no landmines in Vietnam. Well, in general, I would say that you have to come to Vietnam because it's a country that has its own beauty. You know, it's not like the Philippines. It's not like India. It's not like Hong Kong, or it's not like, you know, it's not like
Vietnam.
Korea. It's Vietnam itself, and you have to experience it. And you don't ask me what is in Vietnam. Go there and experience it yourself. You know, because I would have, you know, there is an expression that one man's meat is another man's poison, right? So it may be good for me, but it's not good for you. I'm not gonna say anything. Just go there and experience it yourself. Go to those boats and row them yourself in Mekong Delta. You know, or eat these crocodile meats that they're selling in Cu Chi or in Mekong Delta, you know. So it's interesting. It has its own beauty, and you know, nowadays I actually have seen that since you are actually a free country, right? The young people, they have their own, you know, they accept everything that is new, and they accept everything that, they accept everything that is new, and they accept everything. I'm not gonna say that everything is good, but you try to absorb everything, you know, which is new, which is good, because the last time that I was at Saigon Square 6 years or 5 years ago, the clothes are just not in fashion.
Oh yeah.
You know, like
way out of fashion.
Yeah, way out of fashion. But now when you go, it's updated. It's you know, like what's the fashion this year? It's in there. So you don't have to go out of the country for shopping. And that is one thing about being a free country. You know, you can actually do whatever you want to do, go wherever you want to go.
Yes, that's right.
That's right. So I'm very happy for you that
Me
you're
too,
actually a free country.
Yes,
and I'm really grateful because I'm here. I really love your country, honestly, to be very honest. You can ask all of the foreigners and they would say the same thing.
Yeah, I feel very happy for my country and for myself.
Of course.
Yeah. So thank you very much, Mona, for being here with us today.
Thank you very much.
We did have a very great time with you.
Thank you for having me.
Vâng, qua những câu chuyện và những lời chia sẻ rất là chân thành từ người bạn đến từ Philippines của chúng ta ngày hôm nay, thì chúng ta đã phần nào nhìn thấy được những hình ảnh văn hóa và con người Việt Nam trong mắt những vị khách nước ngoài khi họ đến tham quan và sinh sống tại đây. Chương trình văn hóa và những người bạn đến đây xin tạm khép lại. Cảm ơn quý vị và các bạn đã quan tâm theo dõi, và tôi xin thay mặt cho ekip thực hiện chương trình xin chúc cho tất cả quý vị và các bạn một ngày lễ Quốc khánh thật đầy ý nghĩa và thật nhiều niềm vui.